Hey there, it's Dr. Brian McKay, not just a chiropractor, Stanford, Norwalk, New Canaan, Darien. All right, what we're going to talk about today is basically shoulder pain, but it's a different approach because shoulder pain is related to it sometimes neurologically. And what happens is the central nervous system controls every function in your body, and when there's a miscommunication, and it can come from different pathways. Brachial plexus is the nerves that supply the arm and the shoulder. So there's an interruption or nerve impingement there. You can have shoulder pain. You can also have what's called referred pain and like visceral referred pain. So sometimes you have stuff in the internal organs like the heart, the liver, gallbladder can cause shoulder pain. Believe it or not, one of my sons had shoulder pain. Turned out he had a appendicitis. So it's called referred pain. So in the case of the gallbladder, it was so swollen, it was putting pressure upward towards the shoulder, hence the shoulder pain. And that's one of the reasons why someone's going to have shoulder pain. Now, of course, we know trauma. If you didn't know that already, trauma, chronic overuse, that's the more typical thing. But these are injury to the brachial plexus is typically a trauma. You could have a seatbelt on, you get hit with a pitch or a football into the shoulder, or you could fall down, hit your shoulder. Many different reasons why you can have a shoulder pain due to trauma. Now, another thing for chronic pain syndromes in the shoulder is like central sensitization. So what happens is the central nervous system becomes more hypersensitive to pain signals. So you turn at night, you wake up. Someone touches your shoulder, it hurts. You have different issues with other reasons why you're going to have shoulder pain. Like you can't get comfortable in the car. So when you put the seatbelt on, could really make a difference there. Neuropathic pain is another reason why you could have and neuropathy is when the extremities, the nerves that go to the extremities lose their ability to conduct information back to the central nervous system. And that'd be something like a diabetic neuropathy or an alcohol-induced neuropathy, among other reasons. Now, a lot of times you have inflammatory responses that can also cause a shoulder pain, and what's called a cytokine. And the cytokine storm is part of the natural inflammatory process, but the cytokines stimulate neurotransmitters that oversensitize the nerves, making them more responsive to pain signals. So basically, you can have a lot more pain than you typically would with these inflammatory responses. So this is how shoulder pain comes about, but I want to talk to you more about how we're gonna fix it. And what I want to talk to you about is power of what's called neural reintegration and how it can relieve shoulder pain and restore function. So understanding neural reintegration, it's a technique and it's also a therapeutic approach that aim is to reestablish effective communication pathways between the brain, the central nervous system, and the shoulder region. By stimulating neural connection, neural reintegration promotes natural healing and addresses the root cause of the pain discomfort. Now, if you have trauma, you got to fix the trauma. So let's go over some of the benefits of neural reintegration. One, pain relief, precise targeting. Using certain muscle tests, and there's a number of muscle tests because you really have to go into detail because it's not just a rotator cuff. And it's cuff, not cup, rotator cuff. I'm sure if you put rotator cuff into a Google search, you're going to get an answer. But what happens with neural reintegration is precise targeting. A lot of times you have your supraspinatus, subscapularis, teres major, teres minor as being the ones for rotator cuff. But you also can't leave out the fact that you have three heads of your deltoid, the infraspinatus, teres minor, and so several muscles are involved with shoulder pain, and they all have to be tested and then reintegrated. And you'd be surprised how easy the process is to eliminate really even chronic shoulder pain a lot quicker than just doing massage. Everybody thinks you get a massage, you take an Advil, you're not going to get rid of shoulder pain. Well, if you do, great. You don't need to listen to this. But by addressing the underlying neural imbalances, you get long-term lasting pain relief, reducing the reoccurrence of shoulder discomfort. So right there, it's very beneficial. It's also very fast compared to cortisone. Well, I'm sorry, cortisone is going to work in the short run. When the pain comes back, now you're looking at chronic shoulder pain. So let's not. And the chronic shoulder pain really is another term we want to talk about. It's called frozen shoulder. Frozen shoulder is a chronic shoulder that starts to lose mobility because you lose balance between all the different muscles. So you have tons of different muscles. Like I said, I started early. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres major, teres minor, latissimus dorsi, subscapularis. You have the pec muscle is also involved with shoulder pain too. You have the triceps, you have the biceps. So everything goes through that area. A lot of stuff's got to get checked, but if you get them looked at properly, and listen, it's a plug, shameless plug for myself here at Core Health. I look at all the shoulder muscles and test them. The ones that are weak, we fix, and we reintegrate through neural reintegration. So the benefit besides pain relief, okay, is going to be improved range of motion. All right, that's one thing. When you have less pain, you're going to be able to move your shoulder more effectively. And you're going to have enhanced muscle strength. By optimizing the neural signals between the central nervous system and the shoulder, it aids in rebuilding muscle strength, crucial for proper function. So you're going to have accelerated healing, which is much faster than surgery, and a quicker recovery, because sometimes you can just do basic PT. While I would have to say neural reintegration is a form of therapy, it's not your typical standard cookie cutter shoulder treatment. Most times it can be treated with exercise, which won't be as effective if you don't neurally reintegrate. And so you're going to have quicker recovery from injuries, strains, or surgeries. So there's also reduced downtime. With faster healing and reduced pain, you can resume your normal activities of daily living a lot quicker, getting back to sports, whatever you like, reaching, all of the good things. So effectively, neural reintegration will allow for your managing your shoulder pain a lot better, and it gets you back to enjoying life. When you have shoulder pain, it's no fun. Listen, any pain's no good, but chronic pain is worse. So those are the basic things here. Now, I'm probably not answering all of your questions right now that you may have as it relates to shoulder pain, frozen shoulder. Oh, another term for frozen shoulder is called adhesive capsulitis. Well, you'd be surprised at how fast you can resolve this, and also how much money you can save by doing so. That's really what it comes down to, because the longer you have a problem, the more you have to treat it, the more downtime, you lose sleep. That's probably one of the things people don't realize is when you have shoulder pain, you toss and turn at night, you're not gonna sleep well. It just doesn't happen. So this allows you to get better quality rest, allowing you to heal. Quite honestly, I am amazed at the results by treating shoulder pain with neural reintegration. It is really, really amazing to see the results. Sometimes the first visit, people see a marked improvements. And what happens is it allows these muscles to communicate together, because one muscle, like your bicep, the opposite muscle is the tricep. And these relationship, every muscle has an opposite and muscle to do the antagonistic work. So if one contracts, one relaxes. By using neural reintegration, we're really able to make a positive influence a lot faster, and in the long run, probably even save you some money based on, for the treatments you might seek elsewhere. So I'm Dr. Brian McKay, Core Health in Darien is my office. If you got questions, 203-656-3636, 203-656-3636. I hope you found this interesting. If you have any questions, though, give us a call or follow one of the links in the description below. Thanks very much for listening. Have a great day.